Have you ever felt a spark, an urge to understand everything? You have a fire to experience it all, the highs and the lows, the victories and the defeats. At first, it all seems scattered, like I am chasing too many things. But the more I dived in, the more I realized it is all connected. Ever noticed how being in an open space make your mind fly? A high ceiling, and suddenly you're thinking big. Ideas float freely as if your thoughts have more sky. Then there are rooms with low ceilings. They don't inspire you to dream. They make you focus. You're grounded, sharper, present. Sometimes it is a shirt, a perfect fit that sharpens your posture and your mood. And then there are days when you wear a loose fit, and suddenly the world feels softer. Your shoulders drop, and you move with an ease that says you're not in a rush to impress, just to be. Your mind doesn't work alone, it listens to light, fabric, air, food. Change the subtle, and you change the whole. As I kept walking down this path, this pursuit of more knowledge, more meaning, more everything, I began to notice the noise inside. Some days it's inspiring. You feel alive, curious, full of questions, full of fire. Other days, it feels too much. Like standing in the kitchen, staring into the fridge, but not really hungry. Just searching for something you cannot name. You swing between hope and exhaustion, between purpose and the fear of wasting time. From feeling limitless to feeling lost. At times, your head feels it is about to burst open. Because even after knowing all this, all the philosophies, all the patterns, all the breathing techniques, you're still unable to control something so subtle, your anger. But then the guilt creep in for wanting a normal life, for simply doing mundane things, for not chasing discomfort and seeking suffering, and not pushing the edge. But then my eyes catches phone's lock screen. That one quote, that one reminder, the principles I chose and still believe in. And just like that, you take the day slow. Firm in your choice to walk again the path you picked, even before the sun has the courage to rise over the sleeping hills tomorrow. You feel the days are falling short, and there is so much to experience. You start to make it your passion. But let's pause here for a second, because passion isn't just excitement. The word passion comes from the Latin word passio, which means to suffer. Yes, to suffer willingly. It needs no stage, just a space to breathe. Like waking up early when no one is watching, or showing up again even after you have failed. Not for results, but for something else inside you says, this is part of me that does not ask to be seen, only lived. And slowly, I stopped trying to figure it all out in one go. Some days, it feels like I could touch the sky, a mind on fire, learning, building, becoming. And then there are days I drift unanchored, unsure, lost in the noise of my own thoughts. But maybe that is okay. Maybe that is how it is supposed to be. Just like a muscle needs rest to grow, well does to willpower, briefly at times. So now, I let curiosity lead me to places and go headfront experiencing all that I can. I try to bring structure where it helps, but without holding on too tightly. I follow the Taoist way, disciplined in my effort, but willing to flow when life nudges me elsewhere. Because sometimes what feels like a distraction is just another chapter of the same story. And And slowly, all the dots began to connect. One skill explaining the other, one truth mirroring the next. It was never just about knowing more, it was about seeing how everything I learn teaches me something about everything else. But ultimately, the question is, are you courageous enough to go experience everything that life brings in front of you?